doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Muhammad Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky on January 17, 1942. His birth name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. He began training as an amateur boxer at age 12, and at 18 he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. In his early years as a professional, Clay was more highly regarded for his charm and personality than for his ring skills. He sought to raise public interest in his fights by reading childlike poetry and spouting self-descriptive phrases like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. On February 25, 1964, at age 22, he pulled off a major upset, defeating Sonny Liston to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That same year, he shocked the boxing establishment again by denouncing his birth name as a slave name and formally took the name Muhammad Ali, which was given to him by his spiritual mentor Elijah Muhammad, leader of the Nation of Islam. For the next 3 years, Ali dominated the boxing arena. Then, on April 28, 1967, citing his religious beliefs, Ali refused induction into the U.S. Army at the height of the Vietnam War. Ali was stripped of his championship and precluded from fighting by every state athletic commission in the United States for 3.5 years. Ali's message of black pride and black resistance to white domination was on the cutting edge of the civil rights movement. In October 1970, Ali was allowed to return to boxing, but his skills had eroded. On March 8, 1971, he challenged Joe Frazier, who had become heavyweight champion during Ali's absence from the ring. It was a fight of historic proportions, billed as the fight of the century. Frazier won a unanimous 15-round decision. Following his loss to Frazier, Ali won 10 fights in a row, 8 of them against world-class opponents. After defeating Norton in a rematch, he fought Joe Frazier a second time and won a unanimous 12-round decision. Ali was the first fighter to win the World Heavyweight Championship on 3 separate occasions. He successfully defended his title 19 times. His place in boxing history as one of the greatest fighters ever is secure. His final record of 56 wins and 5 losses with 37 knockouts has been matched by others, but the quality of his opponents and the manner in which he dominated during his prime placed him on a plateau with boxing's immortals. Outside boxing, Ali attained success as a spoken word artist, releasing 2 studio albums, I Am the Greatest 1963 and The Adventures of Ali and His Gang vs. Mr. Tooth Decay 1976. Both albums received Grammy Award nominations. He also featured as an actor and writer, releasing 2 autobiographies. Muhammad Ali retired from boxing in 1981 and focused on his religion, philanthropy and activism. In 1984, he made public his diagnosis of Parkinson's syndrome, which some reports attributed to boxing-related injuries, though he and his specialist physicians disputed this. He remained an active public figure globally, but in his later years made fewer public appearances as his condition worsened and he was cared for by his family. Ali was chosen to light the Olympic flame at the start of the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia. He died on June 3, 2016.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Black Table. This is where real men speak their minds, where opinions are raw, truths are unfiltered, and no topic is too heavy for the table. It's not your average talk show. It's the space where we unpack everything from money, love, power, loyalty, betrayal, hustle, sports, and the madness of life in our generation. Here, your truth has a voice and your lies get exposed. We don't judge, we dissect. We don't sugarcoat, we serve it exactly how it is hot, honest and necessary. So wherever you are tonight, grab a drink, clear your schedule, and lock in. This is the Black Table. Let's get to work. So, joining us for the very first time tonight is a man who's been holding down the entertainment and fashion industry for over 2 decades. I'll say more than that. He is the CEO of Mahogany International, an events and talent management powerhouse, and one of the sharpest minds behind some of the biggest shows in Nigeria and the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the ever dynamic, the legendary Mr. Mahogany himself, Shola Oyebade.
Thank you. It's so good to be here, honestly.
Good
I've
evening.
been wanting to be here a long time.
Oh, lovely to have you. Lovely to have you on the show. Hope you've had a very good week.
Absolutely fantastic. In fact, just had an event over the weekend. It was off the hook. So I'm still on a buzz from that.
Nice. And also on the Black Table tonight, a man whose name rings bells in the media space, a producer, a presenter, a content creator, and media strategist with years of experience setting trends and shaping narratives. He's bold, unapologetic, has gotten us into trouble a few times, and one of the most respected voices behind and in front of the camera. Give it up for the media powerhouse, Quincy Jones.
So, guys.
Quincy, been a minute.
Yes, sir. I don't know when I got into trouble, but it's good to be here again, man.
How have you been?
I've been great.
I trust.
What we said off air, looking for money, money finding us.
That's my line.
Yeah, that was
That's
your
my
line.
line.
It's not everybody seems to be looking for money.
Oh yeah, it's a thing, and yeah, we should create some form of wealth creation. Yeah, we should create.
I'm totally on board with that. I'm totally on board. Point me in the right direction. I'm
All
good.
right. So tonight on the Black Table, the streets are talking, and we're bringing it straight to your screen. Rapper Eva Alodia calls out media mogul Linda Ikeji for allegedly stealing her intellectual property. Then our hot topic of the night, inspired by a viral story from June 2025, a UK-based Nigerian woman divorces her husband after discovering he secretly built a duplex in Lekki and a house in Ibadan while pretending they were financially struggling abroad. We are asking the hard questions tonight. Should your partner know every asset you own before marriage? Is hiding wealth self-protection or betrayal? Of course, we'll be diving into all of this. But before we do that, we'll take a short break. When we return, we'll be diving into our first quickfire on the Black Table. All right, quick one. Before we dive into the show proper, it's Club World Cup fever. I mean, the finale is Paris Saint-Germain taking on Chelsea, the all-money derby, the battle of the loaded owners. And trust me, this one is personal for the fans. On one side, you have Mbappe's last dance before his inevitable move to Real Madrid. And on the other, the Chelsea team that somehow fumbles in the league but turns up like Avengers in cup finals. So who is lifting the trophy? But before I ask, the main question, do you support any team that we've talked about, or do you follow football?
Not any team we've talked about. Never. But I'm a die-hard Arsenal supporter.
Oh, God.
I was born literally 1 mile away from Highbury.
Solid.
So I'm die-hard. My entire family is die-hard.
Okay, so Chelsea's losing then. All right.
That's what we're hoping for, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
So, I've loved him from afar, but I knew that something was off. It was the Arsenal bit. It was the Arsenal bit. Manchester United all the way, but for this particular game, PSG for me, man.
Yeah, same.
They did fantastically well, although, luck wasn't on their side at Champions League football. Champions League, last Champions League competition, essentially. But for this, I want them to win. Not because I dislike Chelsea. I do dislike Chelsea, by the way. Yeah, I think that they're my favorites to win it.
Okay, all right. I hope they win it too, because hands down, they're the best football club in the world right now. All right, so that's all for football, but it's time for a quick fire straight from social media. Eva Alodia, Nigerian rapper, creative and entrepreneur, has called out popular media mogul Linda Ikeji, accusing her of intellectual property theft. According to Eva, content and ideas she originally shared online were allegedly lifted and republished on Linda's platform without permission or proper credit. Eva has, however, called out Linda Ikeji on multiple posts, but no response from the blogger yet. Now, this has sparked a fresh conversation about creative rights and content ownership in the digital space. Now, we're all in the media space, and every now and then we tend to see situations whereby bloggers and other content creators tend to share materials that belong to the original creators without crediting them. Now, do you think that Eva has overblown this, or there should be something a bit more like fine print, a blueprint that says this is out, this should be done, and this is out, this should be used?
I think the difficulty I find being in the creative industry, I've always been someone that's been very into intellectual property, copyright issues and stuff like that. But the thing I find with social media in particular is that I feel it's open house for everybody. So I'm actually one of those kind of people that feel that the moment you post something on digital media, everybody owns it. If you look around generally, very few people have been able to sue for intellectual property theft. They can sue for defamation, but maybe you guys can correct me, but I don't happen to know of any case so far, either in Nigeria or abroad, where somebody has actually sued for intellectual property fair when they've posted something, because they are not even the owners of the channel in which they're posting on.
Oh, okay.
So how do you now claim it's your intellectual property? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a lawyer in this particular aspect, but that's my view on it. And I think it's going to be a very hard case to make anything of it. Some people credit for the sake of being nice, that they say, okay, we credit it and stuff like that. And it's like a safeguard. But if they don't, what are you going to do about it? You posted it. You said everybody that can go to my page can look at it. So why are you now claiming there's an intellectual property right, especially if you just wrote something or you put a picture on there?
Okay.
That's my view.
Well said. Quincy?
For me, this situation is a bit more than it's been reported, because there seems to be something between them. And according to the epistle she wrote, I love Eva, by the way, she made reference to something that happened in 2012. You post things from me, but you never credit my work, or neither do you, give the right necessary accolades. And then there was one of the posts that she made that Linda KG reported, and then took out her music from the post. So that really got her upset, and rightfully so. But coming to intellectual property, it's actually something that's very, very important, and it's a serious situation these days. Even looking at the situation of digital media and the open space being for everyone, there's still the right to the creation of the content, you see. And in this case, she's right to, bear her mind in that way. The only question mark here is Linda AKG on the blogs and on the Instagram page actually credits the right source. You see, whoever creates, they get credited. It's always down below, your handle is there, something there. So in this case, I don't know what the situation
it's a bit
really
more
is.
personal.
It's more personal than it should be. And I had seen while I was doing my radio show, I'd seen the post on Linda AKG's blog. And by the time Eva had responded, when I went back, it was down from the blogs, you see. So there's something amiss. There's something there.
But do news medias actually credit people? Because sometimes, if you look at, I don't know, the New York Times, you look at the Punch, and they're taking stories from all over the place. And they say, according to so-and-so, they might say that sometimes, or we received information from an unknown source. Most people know where the source came from, but they still do it. So are you saying that just because she posted it, that Linda is obliged to credit her for something that's an open source?
No, it's not. In this case, it's not open source. If I make a video that has my face in it, there's a right
Your
to
likeness,
image. Yes, it's my likeness, right? Not just that I recorded the video. It's not a TVC communication. I'm here on the TVC now, right? It's your content, although it's my image and my likeness, right? But it's your content. You see, in this case, she made the video, she made the content, you reposted it, you credit whoever made it.
But there's no signed agreement. That's number one. And number two, most people don't even read what the terms and conditions are of posting on Instagram itself.
So if you had, where I can take you or where I can sue you is if you had taken my content and used it to earn money. That's where the challenge would be. Then I can sue you. Right? Because it's my content. I created it. Being on digital space and being available to everyone it doesn't particularly apply.
So how come we've never had a situation where, well, that I'm aware of, maybe the viewers will correct me.
People don't really understand how to earn, how you earn when it comes to the digital world. It's a tricky place. How you earn is very different, right? Because you don't know the source or how one earns, is one of the reasons why people would not just go sue.
All right,
that's one of them.
All that though. I'm going to come back to you, but we need to take a quick break. When we return, I'm going to ask, are there ways we can mitigate this and manage it better? Hopefully, we'll be able to fill in the gap. We'll take a quick break. When we return, the Black Table continues.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Argentina, champions of the world!
It's still the Black Table, the ultimate men's guide, and joining us is, I don't know what to say, the smartest and most faithful man in Lagos. Undisputed. Whenever I say that, it's funny, but we're not talking about...
You say that like it's a lie.
It's untrue.
You know, we're not talking about Lagos in Nigeria, we're talking about in Portugal.
You know.
Welcome, gang.
Thanks.
How are you?
It's great to catch up with you guys. I can see some.
We were
people
worried
jumping
for a
on the
minute
table.
there.
Don't be worried. You know, don't be worried. You know, the nature of the country and the city sometimes affects these things. But you know what they say, better late than never. Never late is better.
All right, welcome. By the way, we were talking about a little bit of social media, you know.
Yeah, I caught you guys. Eva and Linda Ikeji. You know, I've always had a crush on Eva. You know, she's talented and gifted, and has chosen to be controversial in her lifestyle and whatnot.
Do you think she went overboard with some of the things she said?
Well, if you know Eva's state of mind, you know that she didn't go overboard. That's the Eva everybody has grown to know. You know, like some of her comments talking about where a place in her life and how she came from hell and fought back to be where she is today. So we know her craze. You get me? We know what she can do. But then at the same time, some of the things, like I was agreeing with some of the things that our guest was saying in terms of content that certain people post and the rights, the terms and conditions when you put things on social media and how you own it, or the rights that you've actually given up when you post these things there on a public platform for everyone to see. And then some people pick certain things without quoting their sources. I mean, how relevant? So her issue was not just what they picked, but they didn't pick it in the entire scheme of things. She released this with music. They should have put the whole package. So she's concerned about how they presented it. You get me? And I don't think she has a nice soft spot for Linda. So she came at her, which is additional buzz and trends for her. Hence, we're talking about it. But they should just take a chill pill. They just take a chill pill. Thanks for the entertainment. Take a chill pill. I'd like to get more music from Eva.
They've gotten our attention, by the way. So.
I'd like to get more music from Eva. And it's funny because of how social media... When Linda Ikeji started her blogging a long time ago, before the Instagrams and everything, I think Eva would have appreciated if they had picked up a post of hers and put out.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me?
Yeah.
When Linda Ikeji's blog was hot and everybody was going to Linda to gather information, she would have appreciated it. But now, she doesn't.
Okay, so before you join, I was going to ask the question, how best can this be managed? I remember a while back, Tunde had not posted a few materials, and a few people came after him saying that, he had no right to post their materials and all of that. And really, when you think about social media the way it is, there are really no rules once you've put your platform, your material out there publicly. Is there a way to, manage this a bit better?
I don't think so, because I think the golden rule about being a public figure is that you don't own a private life.
Wow.
So
profound.
If you are a public figure, it's a free for all.
Yeah.
So you cannot complain that either they paint you in this light or in that light, good light or bad light. If you don't want to be painted in any light, don't be a public figure.
Don't be in the light.
And it happens to everybody. As much as one of our famous people in America gets talked about all the time, you know, it's one of the things they say good, the bad, and he knows it.
Yeah.
You know, it's out there. If you see the times when even he has gone after people, he's not actually gone after them because of what they said. He's gone after them because he feels that they have damaged him. Like when he went after the newspaper. When he went after 60 Minutes. He went after 60 Minutes because he felt that they were showing favoritism to his opponent, not because they said anything bad about him. So it's a free-for-all, and he knows, and we all know it. So I'm sorry, I have no sympathy whatsoever for any public figure that puts their stuff out there, and then it's used. And people in the news media, digital space, whatever you have, they have what they call editorial license. So they can pick and choose what it is they want to take from whatever it is you post, and they can put it any way they like, so long as they do not defame you.
Exactly. And to add to that, you know, journalism has taken a big hit because not all of these people that are online or doing blogs are journalists. So they're not bound by certain rules of that profession. You get me? It's a blog site, it's a gossip place here and there. They can put whatever they want. Like you said, unless they defame you. But even sometimes when they defame you, are sometimes coming at themselves. There's a strategy you need to use to come at them where you can actually win things legally. You get me? They put out one side of the story for you to come and rebuttal or whatever. So at the end of the day, there is no guideline. Just enjoy the fame. You chose this lifestyle, accept what comes with it.
All right. So now let's get into tonight's hot topic. And thank you all for your summation on this. In June 2025, a viral thread on X exposed a marriage scandal involving a UK-based Nigerian woman who filed for divorce after making a shocking discovery about her husband. While both of them appear to be financially struggling abroad, with the woman working multiple jobs and supporting the family, she later found out that her husband had secretly built a duplex in Lekki and owned another property in Ibadan without her knowledge. The betrayal didn't stop there. According to her, according to a post, this man was not only hiding the properties but also pretending to be broke while accepting financial support from her and their mutual friends overseas. That story reignited a nationwide conversation around financial transparency in marriage, asset declaration, property ownership, and whether prenuptial agreements should become a standard in Nigeria, not just for celebrities and public figures, but for everyday couple. We've seen high-profile cases like Dr. Dre's $100 million divorce settlement drama, and of course Tyrese Gibson's messy property battle with his ex-wife. And even here in Nigeria, where some celebrities discreetly acquire properties under aliases of third-party names to avoid future disputes. So, yes, let's talk about this. This is interesting. Gang, you're married. You're married. Quincy, we don't know your status right now. But
Single AF. Single AF.
But I'm sure you have a couple of things to chip in.
Yes.
So, gang, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Is it okay, is it right for a man, married man, to keep out certain details, financial and property-wise, from his partner?
Okay, here's the thing. First, just surface level, right? It's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, can you truly know somebody completely? 100%.
What?
No, seriously. listen. You know what? Let me tell you. Here's the funny thing. Some relationships, I believe, how it started and what you accepted is the way it goes.
Okay.
You get me? Some men in this present day have this fear that women are for them for the material things.
Okay. That some of them don't have, by the way.
Do you understand? Remember Hakimi's situation, whereby the PSG player,
Hakimi,
whereby his wife decided to leave him, thinking that she was going to get all these things, only to find out that it was in his mother's name. So some men try to play smart in case something happens. Because
the same happened to Israel Adesanya.
Do you understand? So some men want to be smart by not letting you know. Truth be told, some men don't want to let you know all that they have in case something goes wrong.
So ethically, are you saying it's wrong? But
see, know who you're marrying, know who you're ending up with. If that's the kind of person he is, that's the kind of person he is.
So you're not saying it's wrong?
It's not wrong. Now because
you're not saying it's wrong.
Because it's not as if the guy was hiding 5,000 naira. This was a whole house, whole property in another state, and watching his family suffer. Watching his family beg for aid here and there. So I'm wondering what's up with this guy. You can hide something like this. You can hide another family. So it's scary because I've seen situations whereby women take advantage of what the man has. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, if they split or something goes wrong, they take everything or they take half, or they run the man out of town, or something happens. So I guess that he's living, I'm not trying to support him, but he's living in a certain kind of fear. Because we've heard stories like this when it's the women that have hidden certain assets. And they got all the support and that they received. So it's now time for us to support this man and be like, what is it about this woman that makes you not want to reveal these things?
That's really where the question is.
Yeah, that's the question.
What is it really, right? So there's certain character traits that your spouse might possess that would definitely be the result of certain things that you would do, right? So in this case, it might just be that the woman we're talking about in question is a frivolous spender, or just waste money or blows through money, essentially. That might be the case. I've seen different cases of that, where a guy hid the fact that they are millionaires, essentially, for about 5 years, because the lady just spends anyhow, but that's a different situation. But in this case, it was going well until I saw that she had to financially take care of the family.
Exactly.
Which spells a responsibility on the man's side, essentially, because if you're building...
Irresponsibility, yes.
on the man's side. I'm mostly, well, what's that thing now? The native man, or what are they calling it these days? The old school man, traditional, thank you. The man has to take care of the household.
Yeah.
But if the woman can afford to chip in, why not? Let's make it a united front. Well, essentially, on this case, it's highly irresponsible for him to allow that to happen, and you're building a house somewhere, you're buying property somewhere else that does not involve her. Now, the highest plot twist would be that, and then we find out the documents have both their names on it. That would be a nice twist.
That would be a nice
then
twist.
There's a situation behind it.
Yeah.
But I doubt that. I doubt that. You know, it's just very irresponsible for the most part.
All right. So do you?
I see it slightly differently.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I want to look at it from more of a legal aspect, from European way of life, and a cultural aspect from a Nigerian way of life. So on one side, he was irresponsible. On another side, he was safeguarding his future.
Yeah.
So I look at it like this: he's came from Nigeria to the UK. Yes. He's most likely found out that if he divorces his wife at any point in the future, according to UK law, she's entitled to 50% or a percentage that everything he owns worldwide, not just in the UK, worldwide, whether they acquired it together or they did not acquire it together. So he's possibly thinking to himself, hey, I built this possibly before you, you know, it's my money, I want to keep it safe, so I'm going to hide it from you. We start the life together, we build up a future, we build up everything together, and if we divorce, that's what we split. Yeah, so that's potentially one side of it. I'm not going to go into about how irresponsible he was, but to cover his tracks, he had to behave irresponsibly. But then we look at the Nigerian side of it, and where I think it's wrong when you hide things. I've seen a number of cases where the man has died, and literally nobody knows what property he owns, and his family goes into abject poverty. Or his brothers and sisters literally come in, take advantage and hijack it. So is it now about which society you are in determines which is good and which is bad?
But
so as you can see, there's both
the
sides.
responsibility for the man in both scenarios that you just painted.
The question is this: why are men generally afraid to declare their assets to their partners? And more men right now, I was in a conversation with a friend last night, and he was talking about how he got promoted, and you know, of course, his pay package increased, and I'm like, oh, we should celebrate this, and it goes like, we can't celebrate it because I can't let my wife know, because if we do celebrate this, she's going to find out that this is the situation, and then she's going to let all hell loose. And I was confused. I was like, okay, what are you talking about? And it goes like, bro, you don't understand. My wife's family will move in.
I think so. The dilemma of what you're saying, for me, what strikes a chord is, in this present day, a lot of men are not sure if women genuinely love them for them. They're not sure if women want to be with them just for them or for some other reason. You get me? So that builds on a certain insecurity that makes you ask the question, okay, I'm earning this amount and this is how she's behaving. If I'm earning more, how is she going to behave? How will things change? How will it affect me as a family person in general? Now, if there are children involved, that's another thing entirely. In this case now, my concern is the fact that they're struggling and relying on other family members and friends.
He's ruthless.
Do you understand?
So we need to say, look, certain women are known to overemphasize situations.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Clarity.
Certain women. In this case, she says, oh, we are struggling. Are we struggling because it's your money that's on the table? Are they really, really struggling like that? Because if you think about it, wait, how is he building properties? How is he, acquiring properties and all of these things? And he's not taking care of his family.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
It seems a little bit.
It seems off, right? there's that. I'm not saying all men are responsible. There are quite a number of irresponsible men. But in this case, it seems really off. And then there's the emphasis on struggling like 2 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Are they really struggling or is it because it's your money?
They relocated
you are struggling.
That costs money to relocate.
Yeah.
You know, somebody paid for it.
You just reminded me. You reminded me of a story. I would not mention the family name because we all know this person here. His wife insisted on living a certain kind of lifestyle by living in a certain part of Lagos and making sure their kids went to a certain school of a certain standard, all on his head. So the problem here is this. This is a woman that said, listen, I can't live in a flat. We have to live in a duplex.
Is this after marriage or before marriage?
While they were married.
Okay, she just developed acquired taste.
So she was more like, you know, like a housewife of Lagos type of girl that was insisting. Now, she wasn't contributing to the lifestyle, but she was relying on him. So in her mind now, struggling is not really struggling.
It's 3-bedroom flat.
Do you understand?
That is struggling.
You get
That's
me?
struggling.
That's struggling. Her own is struggling if I'm in a 3-bedroom flat, if my children are not schooling on the island in an A-list school.
Struggling.
That's struggling.
struggling.
For other people, that's not
That's
struggling.
about definition. Yeah, it's relative.
You
Exactly.
understand?
So are they really struggling?
So also, to add to her list is, I can't be in a saloon car. It has to be an SUV.
Okay.
You know? So that's struggling for her.
Okay.
Some people's struggle is some people's luxury.
Okay, so now let's circle back to what the world has become today. Traditionally, men over the years.
I like how you pointed at me to say to me.
Yes,
it's good. It's
I'm
good.
going
I like it. I like it. Carry on, please.
Men, you know, generally provide, you know, for their families, cater for everything. But now we've seen the world evolve whereby women, you know, in their different professions now step up and, you know, bring, you know, whatever they can to the table. In this particular situation, where the husband can see that my wife, you know, can bring XYZ to the table, do you think he's taking advantage of that? Or he's still like investing in the future? Because whether we like it or not, the property might have been hidden from his wife, but he's got children.
I like this twist. So you're essentially saying, let the woman suffer, provide for the future of the kids. That's what you're saying. You're trying to say he might be backdoor responsible.
Backdoor responsible.
Bro, man,
Whoa.
I'm sorry. The guy is just weird. I see what you're saying. It makes sort of sense.
You hear me right, yeah?
I hear you. Let's also bring to the table that, you know, she said they had to take money from relatives and friends.
Yeah.
Nah, man, this dude is just
ruthless.
irresponsible.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
There's a line you should not cross.
And he crossed he overcrossed the line.
He wiped it, he drew a new line and crossed that one.
It's fair to say he was totally deceitful then.
Yes. Yeah, because here's the thing, Olamide. If that man had passed or something had happened to him, you can't take it with you. That property is gone. Like he said, a lot of people have passed away and people don't know the properties of the husband. They don't know where certain things are. It's gone. So whatever reason why he was hiding that thing, it's gone to somebody else. Somebody else would acquire that thing. You get me? So it's scary for him to think that way. Maybe he planned on bringing his wife on board at some point before he got caught in this
Which
deceit.
is like, that's what I'm saying. The best case scenario plot twist would be that her name is on the deed or something.
But here's the funny thing. Even, check this out. Even if her name is on
that's the only
possible side. Even if her name is on the deed and the guy dies without them knowing, there's nothing
How do you know
about
to go and look for the property? You still don't know where to go.
I would
if he hasn't left a will.
I would think that he would have a lawyer.
Okay. Okay, at this point, we'll be taking...
Oh, maybe.
But the most shocking thing is that...
the money wasn't enough for him to get a lawyer.
To be honest, I think Quincy Jones can do something like this.
Wow.
My plot twist, I wouldn't do the
you have a plot twist.
home thing. No, I would take care of the house, right?
Okay.
I would take care of the house. I could build some best stuff, you know,
and then keep it away from the wifey.
For a time being.
For a time.
Also,
but would her name be on it?
Yes, her name would.
then that's
Well,
okay.
wait,
But
okay.
somebody has to know you
The
have those
lawyer as
properties.
well would know.
Then you're okay.
So are we saying that if they were not suffering and the man was taking care of his family,
It's
they
okay?
weren't borrowing,
Yeah.
it would be okay to hide property?
It's not as bad.
It's
It's not as
thank you.
bad.
It's not.
That's
It's not as bad. I like that.
It's as bad.
No,
Gang
you
is
know,
like,
it's-
bro,
it's
I
not-
can
I
bet
think
you
there's a
gang.
loophole somewhere
I can
in
bet
here.
you gang is currently doing this thing.
No.
kidding.
The way I live my life, my wife, once I walk into the house, my wife knows if I have money or if I'm hiding something. She knows.
No, I won't do
She has
something
a
like this.
sixth sense. The
I
Holy
won't do
Spirit
something
just tells her,
like
poop.
I think all in all, it's not fair. You need to bring your
wrong.
partner into
wrong.
It
what
depends
is
on
wrong
see.
is wrong.
It depends on his wife. We need to know her level of craze.
Hey, marry that.
But he has children.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The fact that there are children involved doesn't matter how bad the
No, but
wife
what if
might
it was
be.
an exit strategy?
Oh.
Exit strategy.
Yeah, so wait.
And how long it takes to build a house?
I just
It can't be. The situation can't be that
the one that
bad.
they are building, the one they are building,
This guy can do
the
that.
one they
I
are
told you
doing
this
in
guy
2
can do
days
this.
in Lekki. Nah, man, it's not about the duration. What if it's an exit strategy? Because I've also seen a situation where a man doesn't want to be in the UK anymore. He doesn't want to be in the US anymore. He wants to come back home. So, babe, I think we should start planning on how to come back home, over the next 1 year, 2 years. So I go, no, this is where I must die. This is where I live my life. This is where I don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. And Baba is like, you know what? I think this is it. I think it's over. Let me start plotting or let me start planning how to go. The lady also didn't state how long she had been struggling for, right? Is this a recent development while he was busy building the house? Because buying land in Ibadan will take less. So, the money is in your hand, it will take less than 1 week, 2 weeks, max, 3 weeks safe. Building from scratch. We don't even know if he built it from scratch or he bought, right?
I told you,
if these were outright buys, it would fit into the scenario.
The way he has
of an
printed
exit
everything.
strategy.
Are you sure you haven't done it already?
No, I'm still single. But you see, it could be an exit strategy.
could
This
be.
woman is making my life a living here. We don't even know if the woman is unfaithful. If the woman is unfaithful, this story changes. Do you see? What if the woman is unfaithful? Bro, I love these what ifs. You should call it segment of the show.
What if, yeah?
What if the woman is unfaithful? He's seen it. He's like, nah, man, I'm not doing this. He starts plotting his exit.
Yeah.
I'm building a house here. I'm buying this.
Yeah.
Probably setting up a factory somewhere. Just trying to lay the pipes and lay the ground, essentially. And then gone. And she's out here complaining on X. You should go full time.
All right, at this point, I want to take our social media feedbacks. We have at Shalewa. She says, hello, Olamide, how are you? Please, who is this tall glass of fine wine with white beards on the show
the
tonight?
fine man.
Mr. Mahogany.
Yes, sir.
You called him Whoosh. I don't know what that is, but it's with a question mark. Then we have Abinkwe. Abinkwe says, Eva said this issue with Linda Ikeji is not new. She explained that the blog has been ignoring her work since 2012. And this isn't the first person accusing her, though. Then there's a... But please, Olamide, who's the fine man in red again?
No.
They want you to build house. They want you to build house.
Adoyin, this one goes to you.
Can be.
Adoyin says, gang finally joined us. Please, don't keep us waiting again. We long for your input.
Wow.
My apologies.
Meanwhile,
My apologies.
where is Okpeyemi and Zainab now? Not heard you guys speak about them in a while. Okay, Okpe is in the PCL, the program's control room. Zainab isn't around for tonight's edition of the Black Table. But
Which
yeah, they are
Zainab
the
are we talking
producers of... It's an all-male ensemble type show.
I'm wondering why we're calling women. Allow us now.
The women.
Allow us, the little one we have.
We have female producers. Yeah.
You have the whole 24 hours breakfast show of only women. Enjoy that.
And then we have at Hassan says, while it's not legally mandatory for partners to declare all the assets before marriage, it is highly recommended to do so, especially when considering a prenuptial agreement. Full and frank financial disclosure is crucial for the validity and enforceable. Okay, I don't get what this is, but yeah. Then he further says, this transparency helps ensure both parties understand their financial situations and enter into the agreement willingly and with full knowledge. My humble submission is hello again, gentlemen of the Black Table. This is such a weird message, but thank you, Hassan. I understand what you're trying to say. We have Ataiwo says Linda was very wrong for taking out Eva's music from the post. Simple. And then we have Daniel. Daniel says Quincy and my brother with that deep voice. It's always nice to see you on the show. Yeah, Quincy.
Sorry, can I ask a quick question? They said if she removed the music. How do you know it was her that removed the music and not Instagram? Because sometimes I do posts on Instagram or on YouTube, and they tell me that this music is copyrighted. Do you want to post without music?
Yes, true.
So it may not have been that she actually did it. It might have been actually Instagram or whoever that did it.
I see what you're saying, sir, but it's not.
But it does, but it does happen, though.
Yes, it does.
happen.
It actually happens to certain labels, right? I don't think I should be calling, but certain big international labels, right? Once you're signed with them, your music becomes gets listed under these terms.
Yeah.
But it doesn't particularly do you any service. But in this case, I don't think that Eva is a part of those people.
Okay, so our final social media feedback
Shots
comes
fired.
from Ajoy. Ajoy says...
No, it's not negative. I love Eva, man. It's not negative. It's not.
Ajoy says, Mr. Maogani, we are so pleased to see you here. Then there's a K. Okay, I don't know if that's like a South African thing, but yeah, I get it. So, on this note, I would like to say thank you to all the gentlemen who have been on the Black Table
9 minutes,
tonight.
man.
Calm down now.
Sorry.
Calm down. Yeah, we have a tradition that we do here. We do the toast of the week. And because you are joining us for the very first time, we would like you to give us a toast. And, you know, let's see something interesting that we can toast to.
Talk about putting me on the spot here.
Exactly. There's still one more spot that we're putting you on.
Toast of the week.
Yes.
And it can be about anything.
Anything.
Anything, anyone.
Anything or anyone.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, really, you really got me here. That's a rarity in itself. What do I like to toast? Okay, I'd like to toast to all the good women in the world. To those women that look after us, because there are a lot of good women that look after us, and that are I mean, particularly when I look back at my parents, there were mothers that were paying the school fees and nobody ever knew. They were maintaining the house and they were doing it. You know, you give the money to your dad, your dad pays your school fees, but it came from your mom. So to all the good women in the world, and particularly Nigeria.
Toast to the good ones.
Yeah, to the good ones.
Not all. The good ones.
And finally, there's something we do on every edition of the Black Table. It's called Just a Tip. And just... and just a tip is more like, you know, giving an advice, a takeaway.
Very
to
short brief.
Viewers, a brief. So
not too much.
Yeah.
Just a tip on
just
what though?
Just a tip.
Just a
on
tip.
what we talked about tonight.
Tip you can
and what we talked about tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the tip is, ladies, you need to know your man. You need to do your due diligence before you marry your man. And you need to take precautions for your future and for your children.
Well said.
All right, don't put it all in. That's enough.
Thank you.
It was everything.
Can I give one little toast?
You want to do a toast?
Just a little. Just
a toast. A toast.
Just a little one.
Okay, let's do that.
To the men that have a little gray in their beards. Sorry, Quincy.
It's somewhere up there, man. Don't let the cameraman have to do this.
A little gray in their beards.
I don't even know what that is.
I want to give my toast.
Okay.
To being young and wise.
Ooh, all right, shots fired. Gang, you started it. All right, thank you.
And his age is, did I tell you his age?
You don't know, I bet you.
Chrissy.
Excuse me.
I get your CV.
Excuse me.
I get your resume.
There's never. Oh yeah. Wait. Just a tip. Never put your age in your CV.
All right. Thank you very much. Remember, it's still the Black Table. We'll be back here next week, same time. Remember, the darker the night,
the brighter the stars.
The brighter stars. Good night.
Good night.
And good morning.
Shout outs to the gold ashtray, by the way. Found somewhere this week.
Entertainment means the world to me. Entertainment means traveling, sitting on the beach, sipping some nice wine, drinking some pina colada, eating some pineapple rice. Entertainment means being in studio, working, creating magic, creating music. Entertainment means riding bicycle, entering Okada and experiencing nice breeze. Entertainment is life to me. I can't do it without entertainment.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam sef and every person wey dey for street. That's now why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station wey dey unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Wetin Dey with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
Gen Z, you dey chop for this side.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
Proud to wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, you right here. Nobody better than we, right?
How can I whispers be that? Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Argentina, champions of the world!
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear